Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So we were in the chapter motion from class 9th. So we have studied the introduction part of the motion. If you have not checked out that video, it is already uploaded on my channel and also the link will be provided in the description box. Please do check it. And before starting the video, please subscribe to my channel and also press the bell button to get the notification at the earliest. So let's start with the next part. So measuring the rate of motion. So why we need to measure the rate of motion? Okay, so you know that there are many types of motion. You have studied motion along a straight line, which is the basic thing. Okay, so how can we measure that motion? How can we measure that motion? There are few terms. Okay, so we are going to study few terms by which we can measure our motion. So the first thing is speed. So what is the speed? Speed is nothing but it is the distance traveled by an object in unit time. So the distance whatever the object is traveling, it is okay at that distance and time. Okay, when you are dividing it by time, you are getting the speed. So what is the SI unit of speed? The SI unit of speed is meter per second. Okay, you can write your meter per second as m bar s or ms minus 1. Okay, so next you can write the formula for your speed as speed is equals to distance traveled by time taken. As you can see, its definition, that is distance traveled by an object in unit time. Similarly, you can write this formula, that is speed is equals to distance traveled by time taken. Okay, and you know that it has only magnitude but no direction. Your speed cannot show any direction, but it shows a specific value, that is it is some 85 kilometer or 120 kilometer. It shows the kilometers with a value. Okay, but it does not specify any direction. This is all about your speed. Next part comes here, that is average speed. So we have studied about the speed. So why we need average speed? Don't you think both are same? Yes, both are same. But the speed is taken in the uniform motion, whereas your average speed is taken in non-uniform motion. As you can see, in the non-uniform motion, distances will be differing. Okay, it means the distance traveled is not uniform. So in that case, what we can do is your average speed act there. Okay, so what is your average speed? It is the total distance traveled by time taken. So here what we have to do is we have to add all those distances which have been taken in non-uniform motion, and we have to again divide it by total time taken in traveling all those distances. So this is average speed is in case of non-uniform motion. Okay, so what is the formula here? Average speed is denoted by the letter V. Total distance traveled, it is denoted by the letter capital S, as well as time taken is denoted by the letter T. So this is the formula for your average speed. Both the formulas are same, but only in the case of average speed, here total and total is added. This total is added just because of the motion is non-uniform. It means there will be differing time as well as distances. The distance as well as time is non-uniform. Okay, even similar to speed, it has only magnitude but no direction. Okay, next comes velocity. So see here we are having no direction, but it can only tell us magnitude. So because of this, one more quantity was given, that is velocity. So what is velocity? Velocity is similar to speed. You can see here, it is the speed of an object moving in a definite direction. Even your velocity shows both the thing, as magnitude as well as direction. Okay, so here SI unit is meter per second, or similarly you can write it as ms minus 1. So both the quantities are same, only the difference between speed and velocity is this velocity is having a definite direction. It shows a definite direction, whereas your speed won't show any direction. It will just give you magnitude here, but the velocity will give you both magnitude as well as the direction. Okay, So next comes average velocity. Similarly, as we have taken average speed here for non-uniform motion, we are even taking average velocity for your non-uniform motion. So what is average velocity? It is the arithmetic mean of initial and final velocity for a given period of time. What do you mean by arithmetic mean? How can we find the arithmetic mean for two values or more than two values? What we are going to do is, so in case of those, arithmetic mean is taken as the addition of all the things. Okay, we are going to add all the things and divided by that specific number. If we are adding, if we are taking the mean of three numbers, what we are going to do is we are adding all the three numbers and we are dividing it by 2. The similar thing we have to follow here also. That is arithmetic mean of initial and final velocity. Here two velocities we have to take, that is initial velocity as well as its final velocity. Since here two terms are taken, we are going to divide it by 2. So this is the formula for average velocity, that is initial velocity plus final velocity divided by 2. So here average velocity is denoted by VAV. So as it shows the average velocity is V and AV stands for average, okay. So which is equals to initial velocity is taken by U and final velocity is taken by V divided by this 2 as it is, okay. So the next thing what comes here is acceleration, okay. So you have studied about velocity, average velocity. So what is acceleration? Acceleration is nothing but the changes in velocity. If the velocity is same, you will find for average, you can find velocity as well as average velocity in the case of uniform and non-uniform motion. Suppose if the velocity is only changing, so how can you find the average velocity as well as velocity? So here one more term come into, and one more term we have to consider, that is acceleration. Nothing but, what is acceleration? Acceleration is nothing but the rate of change of velocity with respect to time. As the time is moving on, the changes in velocity can be calculated with the help of acceleration. So it is its SI unit is meter per second square or ms minus 2. I will show you how this comes. So you can see here acceleration. Acceleration is nothing but change in velocity divided by time taken. So acceleration is given by the letter small a, which is equals to changes in velocity. What do you mean by this changes in velocity? Final velocity V minus initial velocity, okay. So you will get final velocity minus initial velocity divided by time. As we all know that our velocity, okay, whatever we are having the velocity, it is in meter per second, okay. This is in the form of meter per second. Whatever velocity we are having, you can see here its SI unit is meter per second, okay. And our time is always measured in seconds. So you can write this as m divided by s, and this s will be multiplied like this, okay. So this will become meter and this will become s into s square. So when we take this in the upper part, we are getting ms, and this positive 2 will become negative 2. So this is how we are getting, ms minus 2 as the SI unit of this acceleration, okay. So you can see here SI unit is meter per second square. This is nothing but this situation, and this situation is nothing but when you take this s square to the upper part, you are going to get ms minus 2, okay. So here there are two conditions for the acceleration. It is positive if it is in the direction of motion. Always remember, acceleration is positive when you are in the direction of the motion, when you are counting the acceleration, calculating the acceleration in the direction of motion, okay. And it is negative if it is in the direction opposite to the motion. If you are calculating your acceleration opposite to the motion, in the opposite direction, your acceleration will be negative. So here there are two types of acceleration again, that is uniform acceleration as well as non-uniform acceleration. Okay, so what is uniform acceleration? If your velocity increases or decreases by equal amount in equal interval of time, that is uniform acceleration. Okay, it depends on velocity, either it decreases or it decreases by equal amounts. Okay, by equal amounts in equal interval of time, that is nothing but your uniform acceleration. Whereas non-uniform acceleration, your velocity increases or decreases by unequal amounts. So you can see by unequal amounts your velocity will be increasing or decreasing. So that is nothing but it is considered as non-uniform acceleration. Okay, that's all for today. I hope you have understood this. If you have any doubts regarding this, please comment me down below, and also please like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you.